Hello， 小生啊，我哋又嚟到尖沙咀啦。
喺尖沙咀我哋的確可以認識咧好多唔同嘅少數族群嘅朋友啊。
如果我話今次介紹一位非洲嘅朋友俾你認識，會覺得好出奇啦。
一啲都唔覺得意外啊！喺尖沙咀就有一個非洲中心啊。
哇！咁叻嘅你，我就係諗住帶你去呢個非洲中心，介紹一位東非嘅 Eritrea 朋友俾你認識。
非洲大陸分為北非、西非、中非、東非同南非，係世界面積及人口第2大洲。呢個大陸一共有55個國家，而厄立特里亞屬於東非，人口只有500萬。原本屬於埃塞俄比亞一部分，喺1993年先正式獨立。因為意大利喺19世紀曾經殖民統治過呢個地方，所以佢嘅飲食文化都滲透住意大利特色。呢個國家獨立之後，搖身一變成為非洲最專制嘅國家，而且經濟一直停滯不前，全國都冇設置提款機，網絡普及率亦只有1%，手提電話號碼都要向政府申請，社交媒體就全部遭到封鎖，全國只有一個國營電視頻道。由於該國實行強制性徵兵制，加上高壓統治，製造咗好多政治犯，使到好多年輕人對前途絕望，企圖偷渡出境。
Hello Dawit， 你好，我係 Anthony。
你好啊，Dawit，我係
Susanna。Welcome to the centre. I'm happy you're here.
咁你可唔可以介紹下呢個中心係成立係咩目的啊
I mean, the centre is here for three main things. That is to rebrand blackness, to spread black consciousness, and the third one is to connect communities. So how do we do that? We set different programs that are designed to tackle those issues. So all our programs are designed to show the real picture of black people and Africans. So those programs are designed to show our culture, our history, our values, our music, our food. Everything that's associated with us is represented here at the center.
哇！呢個真係幾好嘅平台喎。
真係啊！我哋都應該多啲支持下呢啲活動啊。
係。
非洲咧對我哋香港人嚟講咧都幾陌生嘅，有啲人甚至以為咧非洲就係一個國家。咁你就嚟自厄立特里亞 Eritrea， 咁啊對我嚟講更加陌生啦。咁你可唔可以咧介紹下即係你喺 Eritrea 嘅情況啊，同埋點解會嚟咗香港嘅？
Many people does not know how many countries there are in Africa. To be amazing, there are, as African Union say, like there are 55, or the United Nations there are 54 countries, and Eritrea is one of those countries. It's found on the east of Africa, and I'm from Eritrea. I was working at the Ministry of Education, and I was training new teachers. I was also working with the Eritrean Youth Union, a good government servant, I could say that. And in 2017, I got a scholarship. No one could get an exit visa without the permission of the government. So because I was working at the ministry and I had also a good relationship with the people at the top of the ministry, I never thought I would have a problem getting out of Eritrea after I secured my studies. I keep asking this question again and again and again, but the government would never allow me to go out of Eritrea to study.
Dawit， 咁你攞唔到嗰個所謂出境簽證啊？咁之後又點樣咧？
After they keep denying my visa, I even went to the minister and I met him in his office, and he bluntly said, no, you'll not go. Just get out of my office. So I went out, but I couldn't keep quiet. But then when I got frustrated, I tried to explain people, okay, we're doing it. So everybody goes to national service at the age of 18. I served my country, I did my duty. So why couldn't they give me my rights? So I keep asking these questions. And when I keep raising these questions again and again, the government officials were not happy. So one day they just picked me out of my home and put me in a prison.
哇！淨係問咗一個問題，跟住就俾人擺咗喺個監獄嗰度，
變咗政治犯啦。
聞所未聞喎，即係阿 Dawit， 你由一個學生嘅身份攞學生簽證啦，跟住而家變咗一個政治嘅難民喎，係咪？可唔可以講下啦？
I went to the prison very, very, very tough. So after staying 7 months there, I had no communication with the outside world, but my family and also my friends at the ministry did a lot of work for me to get released. And also a lot of bribing did happen behind the back. So my family had to bribe, my friends and colleagues had to convince some officials to send and write a paper on behalf of me. So I was released out of prison after 7 months. But what I saw there, the inhumanity that was happening there, changed my perception about the government and what I need to do about it. So I didn't stay long there. After 3 months, I had to flee Eritrea. So I had to walk like 14 hours straight from one border town in Eritrea and cross to Ethiopia. After getting in Ethiopia, I didn't also want to stay in a camp and live as a refugee. So I went to Kenya. And I also had that dream of continuing to study my studies. So my scholarship was still there. Like the American university were okay, and they extended my scholarship. But again, I couldn't go to the US because the Trump administration also put sanctions on Eritrea. So Eritrea is banned. So no Eritrean could go to the US till this time because of the Trump administration policy. So I went to work for a family friend in Angola. From there was also another opportunity also raised up. So one thing was to apply for Hong Kong. And when I've seen that HKU was also like the third best faculty of education in the world, it was rated number 3. So it was one of the best faculty of education in the world. So I applied for HKU, and HKU were good enough and accepted me. And when I got that scholarship, I came in Hong Kong in August 2019.
哇 ，Anthony 出去讀書啫，咁麻煩嘅，咁多困難嘅嗬。
阿 Dawit 啊，咁我知道咧 Eritrea 係俾Ethiopia 嗰個文化係影響嘅，咁其實可唔可以介紹一下你家鄉嘅文化係點嘅咧
The well-known civilization around my region starts from like 3 BC, before Christ. So we had this kingdom, Aksumite kingdom, which is a well-known kingdom during its time. It was considered one of the 5 well-civilized empires of its time, including the Chinese, the Persians, the Greeks, and the Romans. And the 5th was the Aksumite kingdom, which was a region that includes northern part of Ethiopia and the current state of Eritrea. So this is where our culture begins. Later in the days, when the Europeans started dividing Africa, Eritrea was cut from Ethiopia and it became a colony of Italia. And you can also see the legacy of the Italian colonization on Asmara, which is where I come from, the capital city. And you can see the area that's called like a UNESCO heritage area, which has these Art Deco buildings inspired by Rome, inspired by Milan. So you can see all these beautiful buildings also in Asmara. So like I said, it's very hard to speak about culture and history in this short period of time, I think.
哇！真係好，即係受好多嘅文化影響喎。
係啊。
阿 Dawit 講完佢嘅國家之後咧，我都幾想去嘅，雖然佢係非洲嘅北韓啊。係。阿 Dawit 啊，你嚟香港你就係2019年嚟香港嘅，咁啱正就係香港係好多事之秋啊，跟住之後有疫情啦。咁你喺香港啲年幾期間咧，係面對有啲咩困難，同埋點樣去適應啦？咁同埋你仲有咩計劃咧喺香港？
It was a bit challenging, especially the COVID-19 at first time when there was a lockdown, and we still continue our studies and we're changing into okay, we'll be back to school in 2 weeks, then it's another 2 weeks, then it's another 2 weeks, then the whole semester had gone that way. But yeah, I think also my background helped to overcome those challenges that I faced here, and I didn't find it also very difficult to come to Hong Kong and to immerse within Hong Kong. I didn't find it very difficult culturally or otherwise. It really wasn't. And yeah, the COVID-19, it impacted me like everybody in the world. It's good to be alive. It's good to enjoy life also here in Hong Kong relative to other people. What's happening in the UK, what's happening in the US, we are in a better situation with regards to the virus. So it was okay. So I successfully actually graduated last month. So it was a very good thing. So we're trying to do more over here because I've graduated I did my master's in education. We're trying to create a lot of programs here that are focused on multicultural learning, service learning, social innovations. We're trying to set a lot of programs and a lot of schools are interested. The problem is the virus. So I'm open to more knowledge and I'm open also to sharing my culture, my history.
Dawit 今次真係好多謝你咧接受我哋嘅訪問啊！
Thank you, Dawit.
Welcome, happy to have you here. Come over here, try to know us. We're open to know you. Come and know our culture, our values. We are also open to know your values and cultures. Come challenge us and also challenge you.
想睇更多精彩嘅內容，快啲下載有線 OTT App 啦！